We need to have a serious conversation now, yes.
Hmm.
So, um and it's pertaining to the soft girl life. I'm a I'm a soft boy myself,
Hmm.
I'm fully living and embracing the soft boy lifestyle. But
Only right.
so my thing is I don't know about well, I told you there's a lot of women that get on this internet and
Hmm.
they say a lot of stuff, but they're not actually living a soft girl lifestyle.
Hmm.
They're not dealing with men that like your boyfriend are fully funding them, fully taking care of them. That's just first of all, that's just not a reality here in the States, for the most part, and just in the world, like for the most part, right? Like most men aren't even making enough money to just fully be funding a girl's life. But anyways, the point that I'm trying to make, Yaz, is
Hmm.
listen, hopefully, you know, if Allah, if a, if what do you say? If
Allah.
Allah wills it,
Yeah.
um, you and your boyfriend will, uh,
Oh, you're saying inshallah.
inshallah, thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you.
cute.
Inshallah. Yeah. So inshallah, you and your boyfriend, y'all get married and
Hmm.
y'all be with each other for the rest of y'all life and y'all live happily ever after. But my and I'm asking you an honest question, yes.
Hmm.
Just let's not even use you because I don't want this to be personal. Hypothetically, if a woman is in your position
Hmm.
to where, especially a woman as young as you are, 22, and she has a man like fully funding her lifestyle. She's like with a man that's providing 100% financially.
Hmm.
Um, in the instance that, that was to stop because the relationship ended.
Hmm.
Have you ever thought about um that even being a possibility?
Oh,
Um
100%.
Okay, so I
100%.
really wanna, because I really wanna get into the mind
Hmm.
of someone like yourself that's living that lifestyle, and if you said you've thought about it, but like what your plan would be and all that stuff.
So I think it's all great for a man to finance you and so on, but you always have to think about what if. What if today things go left between me and him, right? How am I going to fund myself and so on? Like, how am I going to go about things? Me, that was one of the main reasons why I went back into uni. I think it's great for me to have like a degree behind me so that if like I don't want to be a stay-at-home mum no more, or let's say you know things are just not financially right and I have to go out into the real world, I've got a degree behind me. Now I can go into the field that I want to work in. Does that make sense? So,
Yeah.
firstly, education always, guys, don't be illiterate. Don't be dumb. Don't, it's not cute, okay? It's not cute. So, on top of that, just know what it is that you want to go into. Have some money saved aside. Like, if you're constantly spending his money, why don't you have money saved? I don't understand. Why don't you have money saved? Like, if he's always giving you £2,000 every, let's say, every couple of weeks, whatever the case is, what are you doing with all that money? Like, you should have a great car by now. That God forbid things go left, you should be able to sell that car and get back on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a Muslim, we believe in we've got things called meher, right?
Mhm.
So, it's technically the amount a man gives to you before marriage, and it is for taking care of yourself if a divorce happens. That's what it is. So we've got a whole talk on Muslim TikTok about how, certain men, they be thinking that certain amounts is crazy. I've heard guys on TikTok saying 10K my head is wild. These social, like, society girls nowadays are, coming up with wild expectations and I think 10K is wild to someone who doesn't really make that much money, if that makes sense. 10K.
10K, and I'm sorry, like 10K pounds. That's probably super. 10K pounds is what? Probably like 11 something bands.
Yeah, 11,000 US roughly.
Yeah, like if a man is making qualms about 10 bands, I don't. They got bigger issues.
My thing is,
They
my
got
thing
bigger issues.
My brother, so the oldest in my family is my brother, right? He's married with a child and another child on the way. So when he was getting married, so he lives with, obviously he lives with his wife now, but he was the only boy in our household. Does that make sense? Like, it was the
Hmm.
only brother and four sisters. So you can imagine that he had to set the example for us of how a man should treat us. So when he was getting married, he didn't once talk about the price that she asked. And the price that she asked was, it was a bit, it was a bit steep. I can't lie. When I heard it, I said, damn. I said, okay, cool. And then there was a situation where now he had to look for the hall, and he had to do all of the food caterings and reach out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he had to
Yeah.
do all of that. Somali weddings are not cheap weddings. They're
Okay.
very expensive weddings. And then on top of that, the gold that she's gonna wear for her wedding day, her hair, her makeup, her dress. And
Right.
then on top of that, the day that they get married, they have to go obviously to their house, right? So he had to go look for a house, put a down payment on the house. And then on top of that, he had to look for couches and imagine he did the whole interior shopping before she even saw the house because they weren't married yet. So now, and the funny thing is that because he's got all sisters and she's got all brothers, so the brothers are saying to her, "Well, why are you doing shopping? He should wanna provide for you, so he should have that all sorted out." Which is true. I agree. He was getting the couch and everything, sending her pictures saying like, "Do you think this couch is good for the house, or do you think this?" Or she's putting little suggestions in like, "Oh, I think the walls should be painted this color." I think that's a respectable man. Like, you guys are able to communicate efficiently. He understands that this type of work is man work. Painting the house is not a woman's work. Do you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I would never get asked to paint the house. Like, if I'd said to my mom today I'm picking up a paintbrush and painting the house, she'd be like, "Why? We can just call someone to paint the house for us." You know, like, she doesn't get it, and I hear it. We're females. Why am I now doing a man's work? Yeah, females. What do you guys call it when a female is like overly feminine?
Um.
Like, you guys have a word, radical feminist. That's it. Duh, Yasmin. Yeah, I'm not a feminist. I I rebuke it. I am not a feminist.
Yeah, I
If
like you.
Yeah, no, 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 I'm not with it one bit. Why am I stopping men from doing men work? Because I want to do it. Fuck that. I don't want to do no man work. Please. I don't want to do it. I will cry. But my thing is, if you're a Muslim girlie, you know about that meher. So that meher, realistically, you should not spend it on stupid things. It's a God forbid something happens between you two. That is the money that's gonna keep you on your feet for 6 months. That's how it's meant to be intended. So yeah.
Okay. No, yeah, you know, it's a lot of bird brains that, be on here running their mouth about, a man providing for them 100% financially, but it's like, first of all, they don't ever, and I'm gonna ask you this question as well. You don't ever hear them talk about what value they're actually bringing um to the man, for a man that is capable of doing that, to even um enable her to be in that position, to even want to do that for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, um you never hear these bird brains. That's why I asked you, that's why I started, like, have you even thought about the possibility? I can tell you, I can guarantee you, yes, a lot of these women, like, they think that if they were, even though 99% of them are not going to be in that position, but, just, with their, in living in their delusion, if they were to ever be in that position, I don't think they ever think about, okay, what about if it stops? Then what? You
Mm.
know? So, yeah.
No, you're
But
right.
but what is I'm curious. So me personally, um, I think whether this man is 100% financial provider, whether he's not, I think the like as far as relationships go, I think like the top position that a woman can be in for a man is like to be a muse to him. I don't know if you're familiar with the term muse, but basically be like one of his biggest inspirations. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this man just loves you so much, adores you so much, just hold you in such a high light that he wants to
Mm-hmm.
wake up early in the morning. He wants to provide for you. He wants to get you nice things and take care of you. So my thing to you is, yes, this man is fully funding you right now. You're in uni. I don't know if you have plans to be married one day, and if you do, I don't know how soon, but
As soon as possible.
okay. What do you for your man right now, like I said, I know you're in uni, but when you're done with uni and stuff, what what if someone wants to say, like, what value do you think that you bring to this man right now, what would
Um,
you say?
you know that question. I love it and I hate it at the same time. Let me explain why.
I
That
know a lot
question.
of women, my sister. I'm not even honestly, I'm sorry, I'm not even asking you, like, oh,
Yeah, yeah, no, I
what
know,
do
I
you
know.
bring to the table? Because like I said, even some
Even
women,
the way you went
them
about
being a
asking the
music.
question, it was funny to me because it's like you're trying to be respectful, but you're trying to ask the same question. And I was gonna sum it up and be like, so technically, what do I bring to the table? But then I thought, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? Let me hear how he's going to go around this one. But
You know, he knows I hate that question. I hate
the
that.
question, the reason why I hate it isn't because I don't know what values I bring. It's not that. It's because I feel like that is such a intimate question between me and my partner. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why
Mhm.
am I now what's the word, advocating myself to other men? I'm just putting my goodies on show. That's how I feel. Like if I'm listing out all the things that I'm good at doing, and I'm this and I'm that and I might as well be on a matchmaker website. Like honestly, what am I doing?
Right
I don't
now.
understand.
Yeah.
So my thing is, today when I get with a man, he should be able to see my values from the get go.
I
He should
agree.
already be able to see it. If he's having to question it and question me, what do you even bring to the table? I know from that moment on, okay, you don't see us as, you don't see me as a high value woman, and that's absolutely
Right.
fine. It just means to me that essentially, you're not gonna love me, and you're not gonna wanna wake up in the morning and do nice things for me because you're thinking this is just another expense, technically. Like, you know how, like, you've seen the TikTok trends of the boyfriends that hate their girls? Have you guys been seeing that on TikTok
Yeah.
trending?
Yeah.
Right. That's how I feel like. I feel like you're gonna hate me because it's like now you're thinking, waking up in the morning thinking, her nails are growing out, I gotta go pay for that, and I gotta go pay for her car insurance, and oh my god, this, like, why? He's gonna end up hating me, and
Yeah.
I don't want that. I
100%.
don't want no one hating me, so I'd rather us just part ways from the get go. Like, okay, you feel like I have no values to the extent that you have to ask me. I'm not the woman for you, And I hope everything goes well for your journey. I'm just not the woman for you. That's all it is. My boyfriend has never asked me what I bring to the table because I think he sees that first
Right.
and foremost. Yeah, it's
Right.
not a question. I would never even ask him what he brings to the table. That's why I
Right.
would, because we've decided to go the extra step and make each other a girlfriend and boyfriend, which is the step before being a spouse, and do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Being married. So why am I now asking you what you bring to the table and what I bring to the table? What? I
Yeah.
thought we
Exactly.
were past the stage. Yeah.
And if
Addition
if
to
in
anything,
the
right?
comments,
Mhm.
first of all, I agree 100% with everything that you said, and Issy in the comments said, like, that should be a question that the man should answer, and
Mhm.
I 100% agree. Because as a man, um, if you just can't innately, and I think this goes both ways, if you just can't innately see that person's value that they could bring to your life,
Mhm.
um then why are you even entertaining them? If you, like you said, if you even have to question it, then why are you even entertaining them, like,
Mhm.
in that way in the first place?
I totally agree. I agree. I feel like unfortunately we live in a society where maybe it's just TikTok that I'm seeing, but I feel like a lot of men now, when they ask that question, it's more of a finance question, if that makes sense. It's more of a, he's investing in you and he's being your sole provider. But what are you bringing to the table? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you helping him out to increase his finances other than being
And
a nuisance? And
yes, only men who don't have money ask that question.
it's
I've never
crazy.
heard
It's
another
true.
man ask it.
It's so
Yeah.
true. That is so true. I've never had a man with money ask me why I think I'm worth something. If I ask them, oh, let's do this, and it might be quite expensive, He would never ask me, like, why do you think you're worthy of this on a first date? Do you know what I'm saying? It's the men that don't have the money that have the audacity to say, oh, but what are you bringing to the table? But what are you? I didn't know you was another female. I honestly I didn't know I was dating another female.
Okay.
I'm not that you know, lesbian. I just not something that I want. I want a manly man. I want a macho lad, you know? So I want to go over there. If you can direct me, perhaps your friends or, you know, your cousin or your dad perhaps. But it's just I think yeah.
Let me ask you another question, Yas. What are your thoughts on the manosphere and the whole red pill space? And what are your thoughts on like the men, like the men? Okay, me personally, um, I don't know. I kind of separate manosphere from red pill.
Wait,
Um,
what is this whole red pill thing?
I don't even know if I could be. I don't even know if I'm someone that can really explain even what red pill is to you because I'm not red pill, but okay, the manosphere, I'll say that there are people within the manosphere that I think
I can explain it. Just
okay, please.
well, you want to do the manosphere, and I'll do red pill.
Sure. And then you can speak on both if you want. I was gonna say about the manosphere. I think there are men within the manosphere, yes, that that they're just encouraging men to self-improve, and just self-improve for themselves, not for the sake of women, just for their own well-being and for their own good. And
Mm-hmm.
then I would just say something really quick, then you can speak super. But then I think there's red pill. And I think in red pill, yes, it's a lot of men that, have a lot of resentment towards women because, they never had any emotion with women growing up. Gal didn't like them growing up. And, you know, uh, they just now there's men online basically telling these men that, you know, the reason that you didn't get girls growing up and girls didn't like you isn't because of you, it's because of them, and they're just like bad people. So they're basically being they have men online that are validating their deficiencies when it comes to women and their inability to attract and maintain the attention of not only the woman that they desire but just women in general, and it's just causing these men to just go crazy. But I'm gonna let Super talk. I think he can better explain than me.
So just summarizing, like red pill, um, philosophy wise, red pill is supposed to be a women's nature philosophy. I was explaining to Noble earlier that a lot of men grow up on the fairy tale of women being sweet, sugar, spice, everything nice. You should treat them like princesses, court them like they're soon to be queens, and put them on a pedestal, basically. And red pill is more so understanding that a woman does not value you as a man so much as she values the things that you bring resources wise, or maybe pleasure, or things that are not what men are typically seen like on TV. And like I was telling Nova, like the bad boys that lose the girl in the beginning, but then the good guy gets the girl at the end. Like a lot of dudes are like kind of raised on that fantasy. So
Mm-hmm.
red pill is more so teaching you need to be more like the bad guys. You need to understand women are hypergamous, meaning they go after the top men. They're not interested in you if you don't bring a certain level of money or status or looks to the table. It kind of kills that fantasy, basically. And I'm going into the outside of the philosophy, going into the red pill community, and I'll just touch on this briefly. It, in my opinion, has morphed. It's supposed to be self improvement to be more like the top men, to earn more money, to look better, dress
Mm-hmm.
better, get your fragrances together. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. I literally just got 4 bottles of cologne coming tomorrow. Good Lord, I fucked up. And it's supposed to teach you just to improve. A lot of red pill, I would say the majority of red pill now is more so hating women for their nature, hating the fact that they go after the attractive men, or hating the fact that they are shallow, quote unquote. So that's kind of where the red pill community, in my opinion, has kind of fallen into at this point. Because I think once you understand women's nature and understand what they go after, you should just have the mindset of just, okay, I'm just going to work on a person in the mirror and then just
Mhm.
get better. And so I can get better results. But a lot of men are just like stuck in the, these women are bitches. I hate them. They're on OnlyFans. They're so shallow. Why don't they want me for my heart? Like they're like they're evil creatures. So that's the community aspect of it. So yeah.
Okay. With the whole red pill situation, it seems like what it seems like is it's a lot of, I think the only guys this whole red pill theory is going to attract is the men that maybe never got the first pick with females. Does that make sense? Like, if they weren't the first people to be chosen by the female, they might start going on this tangent of, you know what, fuck females, let me improve myself and let me focus on me, and females are this and females are that. Does that make sense? Am I
I agree with you.
sense? So yeah.
Ultimately, yes, yes, man.
Pardon?
Yeah, you're right. You're correct.
Okay. Um, if a guy ever came to me and he told me he believes in the red pill theory, I would run personally. I would feel like that man is, he wants to be treated like a female himself. And when I say treated like a female, I'm talking about he also wants the luxuries of soft girl era. And I'm not about to give a man soft girl era. I'm not. I'm really not. Because I don't like other females. It's like that's not my what I find sexually attractive. So why would I now do that for a man? You know? It doesn't make any sense to me. What do you guys
Yeah.
think about to the guys, right?
He's a soft boy ENT. Please, it'd be so funny. I'm gonna be quiet, bro.
Okay, yeah. Listen.
Uh-huh.
So you are in a position right now where you're in uni, you know, you have an older boyfriend. Your older boyfriend is fully funding you.
Mhm.
But when you talk about, oh, you know, I don't want a man that, you know, kind of wants the same kind of treatment as the soft girls.
Mhm.
This do you think I'm gonna ask you two questions in one. Do you enjoy because obviously you're in uni, but I mean you still have some money. Do you enjoy like doing nice things for your man? Do you enjoy treating your man? Do you enjoy, you know, even buying your man materialistic things and putting a smile on his face?
Yeah, I love it. I'm a simp. I'm a big
Okay.
simp.
Right. So I'm a simp too. So um I mean, if a woman thinks that she's above doing that for a man, but especially a man that she's in a relationship with, don't you think that's kind of weird?
No, I feel like soft boy is very different to like if I go into a shop, for example, and I see something that would make my partner smile, or I feel like he needs something, do you know what I'm saying? Or he's
Hmm.
running out of something, so I grab it for him. That's just me being caring. Like it's just by nature you want to do that for that person because you love them so much that
Right.
today, even if it's the smallest thing, he's running out of moisturizer, just grabbing another one. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
it defeats the time that he has to now go into the shop and grab it. If you're already there, just do it. But my thing is, soft boy era is the whole courting a man. It's the whole, you know,
Okay.
she doesn't open my door, so why should I open hers? That's
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
that's that. Okay, yeah, I'm not. Look, when I'm just speaking for me personally. When I say soft boys ENT, I'm definitely not talking about that. You know, I don't know about in the UK, but here in America, you know, all the black women are calling any and everything like black men do sassy. You know, I do consider that kind of sassy. Like like if you're a man and you want a woman to like kind of like treat you like a woman per se and
Mhm.
court you like a woman and pursue you like a woman, yeah, that's kind of, yeah, you want to low key get treated like a princess and not a prince. Yeah, that's not the soft boys ENT that I'm the CEO, founder, and president of. You
Mhm.
know, they got some other stuff going on. That is kind of sassy to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more so on the time, yeah, as that you know, and you know, Lutty's African, you have African in your blood, so maybe that's why y'all have a different kind of mindset, but there's a lot of women in America, yes, that they just like, even a man that they're in a relationship with, they don't even want to do anything for him, yes. They feel they're above doing things for a man that they're even in a relationship with. And me personally, yes,
That relationship is one sided. That's what I'm gonna tell you. That
yeah, exactly.
relationship is very much, she's not in it for a relationship. She's in it for other means.
Right, and
So
I'm not a fool. I'm a young, accomplished, established, successful man. I have a career. I make great money. I have a lot of money in liquid cash, and yeah, as me personally, any woman that I deal with on a serious level, she's going to pour into my cup at the very least as much as I pour into hers, but like you said, like how you a simp, I'm a simp too, and I need my girl to be a simp for me. So that's all I'm saying when I'm referring to the soft boys. Like I'm just telling men, like if this woman is not reciprocating the same energy that you're giving to her, like you said, that woman's not even in a relationship with you. But
Mhm.
I don't know, man. Some men are weird, man.
No, I agree. There was this whole trend on TikTok one time where um I, this was some time ago, to be fair, probably like 8, 9 months ago. This guy was talking about how he thinks it's disrespectful when he goes on a date with a female and, she doesn't even care to even say, oh, do you want to go halves, or do you want to split the bill, or do you want to, should I, I've got this amount, should I put this down, or whatever the case is. And I was thinking, and then when I went into the comments, I was seeing a whole lot of men talking about, right, females want to be going to the toilet when the bill comes, and females want to do this and collect a phone call when the bill comes. And I'm thinking, well, to be
Crazy.
fair, my thing is whoever invited whoever. In Somali tradition, if I invite someone to come out with me, like if I invite one of my other friends to come out with me, I feel like I have to pay for the meal.
Right,
That's
because
just,
you initiated it.
yeah, that's
Right.
just how it goes, right? And a lot of my friends, they don't understand my perspective, my mentality when, I'm trying to pay for them. They go like, we're now arguing over the bill, because I'm thinking, bro, I invited you out. I collected you from your household. Do you know what I'm saying? You wanted to be in your cozy home. I said, nah, let's go get brunch. Let's go get food. It's on me now. Don't worry. Like, it's your next time when you invite me out, you can just pay for it. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not going halves. Firstly, I can't be asked for the waiter to come and say, how you splitting this, or are you splitting it, or whatever the case is. Just one of us pay. If we're so adamant about, being low on funds, or whatever the case is, I'll pay you when we leave, or you pay me when we leave. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're
Right.
not doing the whole sitting there splitting it. Oh, I got this drink and you got this, and like, that's, no, it's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Like I don't even know if you're in here earlier when I was speaking on this, but like as a woman, women shouldn't even be entertaining men that want to take them out on dates, but still want to like go half with them. Like
Mhm.
as a man, if you're gonna be taking a woman out, like you should cover the expense for everything that y'all got going on. Like
I agree, but I feel like that's during the honeymoon stage. Like, if for example, me and you are going on a date, right, and you initiate it saying, "Oh, let me take you out," and this. The first couple of dates, the first 5, 6 dates, I kind of expect you to pay for everything, right? But then after that, if it's a situation where we're seeing each other quite often, you're gonna hear me saying, "Oh, you know what? Let me grab this bill. Oh, let me grab this." Or, don't think about how I'm gonna get there. I'll sort it out. Or, how are you getting there? Do you want me to come pick you up? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, wherever the case is, now that we're seeing each other more often, there's no reason why I shouldn't be putting a little bit of effort in, because you've already shown me that you're trying to take me serious. You've already shown me that you're willing to go above and beyond to take me serious. So I don't see why I shouldn't be trying to almost not meet you halfway, but kind of help you out, if that makes sense. Make life
no,
easy
no,
for you.
reciprocate, absolutely. Good job, Yasmin.
I feel like
no,
the girls
yeah,
that.
I'm 100% with you on
Mhm.
the, and that's another thing too. Like but that see, like women be doing men dirty out here, yes. But my whole philosophy is, if a man is a sucker, he needs to be licked, and I encourage women to, take advantage of men that don't have a backbone or that are just green and don't know any better, because I believe that experience is the best teacher in life, and
Mhm.
some of these men need to have some of these things happen to them And I say that to say there's women here, yes, they will initiate, like, whether it's going to get some food, going to do something, they will initiate, that with a man, but they expect the man to pay. It's like you thought of going X, Y, and Z place, you thought of doing X, Y, and Z activity, but you want this man to come out of pocket? Like,
I
come on
hear
now.
you, and I'm a bit like, I totally hear you, and it should be on her. But then also as well, I'm thinking, when I initiate going out with my brother, right? Initiate going out with my male cousins, initiate going out with any males around me, my dad or whatever the case is. If I initiate it, I'm a female. They look at me as, you're a girl. Why are you paying? This is a man's thing to pay. Even
Right,
when we go to family's dinner, right? And my
right,
brother's wife is there and so on, right?
right,
And like, even if I invited them to dinner, I said, oh, yeah, let's have a family dinner. It's my dad and my brother that's always arguing for the bill. It's them two
right,
that's arguing. All the females
right.
are just like, even my mom sometimes, because you know what, we all got paid, let's all contribute. And then my dad and my brother will look at her like, don't disrespect us. That's disrespectful. Like, we're the man. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I'll
I
say it
get
like
it.
this, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Look, me personally, I'm not going to be with a woman and have a woman pay for me. Like, I just wasn't brought up like that. I just wasn't raised to do stuff like that. But I mean, even if a woman, even like, let's say she did initiate and she did want to pay for something, just her even just wanting to, that would mean
Yeah,
something to me personally.
exactly. I agree.
Just the,
I
just her just even just thinking of pain and just
I
trying to, that would mean something to me. Like, oh, like, you like you solid, I got this, but I appreciate you
mhm.
wanting to, but I got it.
And then naturally now you just want to do more for them as well.
That's what I tell. Yes, I'll be trying to tell women, bro. That's why you have these broke, needy, never had anything nice women, bro. When you're not super needy and you're not being super thirsty, and especially when a man is dealing with a woman that she knows she can, that he knows that she can do certain things for herself or get certain things for herself,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna incentivize him to like want to do more, and he's gonna want to do more for her, just because like we just acknowledged, like, bro, she's not coming off super thirsty and she's solid.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
agree. It's like almost when me and my partner were first like dating or whatever the case is, he would always want to like do elaborate things like indoor skydiving and going to this restaurant. Like, he would plan things to the extent where I'm thinking, damn, I never thought this, I could do this on a date. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would plan the most craziest things to do on a date. I'm thinking he would be like, just make sure it's not that type of date. We're trainers today. I'm like, oh, what are we doing? We're climbing this building and we're doing that. To the extent now it's like, he doesn't need to prove anything, because I know him so well that every time we want to go grab food, we're not going to an expensive restaurant no more. I can't be asked for that. I can't be asked for thinking, oh, I need to go change my shoes, or I need to be in the right dress attire. I'd rather go TGI's with you now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you've already
Right,
shown me that you're willing to put everything in. So I'm not going to see it as any offense if today you say, oh, babe, can we just grab fish and chips? I don't think that's offensive one bit. Like, I already know your financial situation. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
and you have if I say to you, nah, babe, I don't want to grab fish and chips, can we go sushi samba, for example? He might look at me like, I don't want to, go change, but fine, whatever. But I think it's the situation of some women always expect luxury, 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 luxury every
yeah,
day and night. And that's not always it. Like, sometimes luxury is just eating your food and being on a full stomach. That's it.
right.
That's just it. But I hear wanting luxury when you guys are first in the honeymoon period. I get that. I think that's pretty normal.
I was just gonna say, I think a lot of women, yes, are kind of seeing the soft girl life, and all they see is luxury TikTok. And
Mm.
I don't know if you're familiar with the sprinkle girls, the
Mhm.
sprinkle
Mhm.
community. So it's like I wouldn't be dead, being seen in the TGIs, or just like this lady in the video. I don't want to be seen at Cheesecake Factory. They don't ever reach that point. Well, they don't reach that point with these men anyway. But they
Mhm.
they think in their minds like, I'm gonna make my this man is going to make me accustomed to a whole new life, and I'm never going to have to go back to the TGIs or McDonald's or even, you know, the small chain restaurants, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So I commend you for being realistic. At least a lot of these women, especially in these spaces, are not.